Hello and welcome to Theme Park Information. In today's show we have got a review for Linnanmaki, located in the capital of Finland, Helsinki. Now this is a park I went to for the first time very recently, and for the most part I was very impressed. Their signature ride, which is Tiger, will have its own separate review. A little bit of a sneak peek. I thought it was actually a really good and enjoyable ride. I'd say there's a little bit more to go into on its own little review. But anyway, back to the park in question, and obviously there's going to be a few questions regarding it. How easy is this park to get to? So I'd say it's pretty walkable for most of like central Helsinki and potentially beyond. It's not the world's biggest city. It's also very well connected. It has a tram line which goes right outside the park. It also has bus stations and stuff which are quite close by. The park itself is relatively small. Obviously it is a city park. It can only be so big, and in terms of pricing as well, which is a very interesting one, the ticket did cost about €45, so it's kind of on the expensive side, but then I would also argue that Finland is quite an expensive country for the most part as well, so I'm not sure how that compares in terms of expectations and stuff like that, but it was noticeable. I'd say in fairness over the park, I would actually kind of say it's worth it. I'd say Tiger is a fantastic coaster, but there's a lot of charm, a lot of like character, a lot of history in this park. Their wooden roller coaster is fantastic. Really, really smooth. One of the ones which actually has a brake man in the back to control the speed, which is very rare. You do have those occasionally. I'd say the rest of the roller coaster lineup is okay. They have, I say, they're designed to take up quite a small footprint, which obviously, given the fact this park isn't huge, makes a hell of a lot of sense. The park was very clean and tidy, and actually kind of quite well laid out, and actually quite picturesque and pretty at points. You also get quite a lot of viewpoints and vantage points over the whole thing. I will say the walk outside the park, I'm not sure how responsible it is, was okay, but a little bit, it potentially could be signposted a little bit better. Food-wise, the food was okay. It wasn't stupidly expensive, but it was around like €8-9 or something like that, and it was okay. It was a good portion size, but it wasn't mind-blowing or anything like that. What was really good, and it's going to get absolute praise, is the ice cream, and I've actually had Finnish ice cream is for the most part really good anyway, and I can confirm the ice cream there was fantastic if you happen to be there on a nice warm day. It was pretty warm and sunny when we were there, even though there was a rain, like shower, thunderstormy thing which did blow through for about like half an hour, which did slightly take the pace of the day down a bit, but for the most part, really enjoyable park. I'd say clean, tidy, well presented, quite easy to navigate. Operations were pretty good. I'd say obviously some of their rides are quite low capacity coasters and stuff like that, so you can't expect it to have a ridiculous capacity. I'd say also some of the vantage point and viewpoints are really good, and I'd say some of the views you get, especially off their wooden roller coasters lift hill, are fantastic. And I'd say obviously they do have that signature coaster to really improve things and stuff like that. Would I recommend going? Maybe. It's a bit of a weird one. We had it with several other parks and stuff like that, and it's also a country we've never been to before. As I said, it is a park which is enjoyable. I'm not sure how easy it is to justify going, because it is not necessarily the most cheap or affordable option. But I'd say overall I really enjoyed my time at the park. And I'd say I would love it if they had another signature coaster. Something obviously which takes up a really small footprint, something like a RMC like Raptor or something that would be absolutely perfect, ideal for this sort of park. And they do actually also have a really good selection of flat rides as well, which also has to be noted. And their water rides are okay. It's about, did quite hilariously watch someone get stuck against this waterfall effect, which was quite funny. But other than that, I'd say really good park. Enjoyed my time. Not 100% sure if I'd recommend going for yourself. But overall, very happy that I did, is how I look at it. Anyway, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more content, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.